Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really cool numerical mystery, one that I found in this obscure, almost forgotten text. We're going to look at a number that, at first glance, seems totally random, but it's actually hiding this amazing multi-layered story. Together, we're going to crack the code behind the riddle of 31,054.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What is the hidden story behind this number? We're going to solve this thing together, piece by piece, and unlock the logic that's been hiding inside it all this time. So here it is, 31,054. I mean, it doesn't look like much, does it? It's not pi, it's not some nice round number. But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see that it's the result of a very specific and pretty fascinating journey.
Okay, let's dive into this. Every great mystery kicks off with a single clue, right? And this one, well, this one is the key that's going to unlock the whole sequence.
Here's our first clue, the number 176. Now, this isn't the answer itself. It's our starting point. The source text we're pulling from says it was chosen for a very specific reason, to lead us to the next step.
So that first clue, 176, it's not our destination. Think of it more like a signpost, and it's pointing us towards something way bigger. Something the source actually calls a pyramid of chessboards. So, how do we get to that next stage? It's all about the math. We take our starting number, 176, and we multiply it by this very particular factor, 11/4, which, is 2.75. And what does that calculation give us? It gives us 484. But here's the cool part. This isn't just some number we got from a math problem. No, this number represents something real, something you can actually visualize. And this is where that pyramid of chessboards idea comes in. Just picture it for a second. 484 separate individual chessboards all laid out. That's the sheer scale we're talking about here.
Okay, quick timeout. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, let's nail down what we're talking about. A standard chessboard, right? It's a grid, 8 squares by 8 squares. That gives us 64 squares on every single board. And that number, 64, is absolutely crucial for what's coming next.
This brings us to the next logical question, If we have 484 of these chessboards, and every single one has 64 squares, what's the grand total? How many squares are we actually dealing with? The scale of this whole thing is about to get way, way bigger. And the answer is an incredible 30,976. That massive number, that's all the squares from all our chessboards combined. It makes up the vast majority of our final answer. We are so close now. Okay, so we've got the huge chunk of our number, 30,976. But wait, we're not quite there. There's one final, kind of mysterious piece that we still need to find. The original text introduces this last piece with a bit of drama, and I just love it. It says, quote, "Now the enigmatic number 78 enters the scene." See? It's not just a number. It's presented as something special, something with its own story. So, what's so enigmatic about 78? Well, the source gives us two totally different reasons. On one hand, from a math perspective, it's the 12th triangular number. That's what you get when you add up all the numbers from 1 to 12. But it also has this symbolic meaning. It's the number of cards in a tarot deck. Why those two things are connected? Well, that's part of the riddle's charm.
All right, this is it. We have all of our components. We've got the total squares from our pyramid of chessboards, and we've got our final mysterious number. It is time for the grand finale. Let's put these pieces together and finally solve this thing.
Here we go. Step 1, we take that huge total of squares, 30,976. Step 2, we add that last enigmatic piece, the number 78. And for step 3, we get our solution. 30,976 plus 78 equals 31,054. Boom! The puzzle is solved!
And this brilliantly illustrates the entire journey all in one place. We started with 176, we multiplied it to get our 484 chessboards, we calculated all the squares to get that massive
30,976, and then we just added that final symbolic 78 to land right on our answer, 31,054. Every single piece had its part to play. So, you see, the big takeaway here is that 31,054 isn't just some random number. It's a story. It's a whole narrative built from these really specific calculations and symbolic connections, weaving together a clue, a pyramid of chessboards, and a final mysterious touch.
And really, that leaves us with one last fascinating question to think about. We've cracked the code on this one number, but it makes you wonder, how many other numbers out there have a secret story just waiting for someone to find it? Kind of makes you look at the world and all the numbers in it just a little bit differently, doesn't it?